Welcome back to the Dr. Jeffrey Tauth Heart Talk Show, and today's show is called Dr. Jeffrey Tauth, Your Heart's Breaking Point. And trust me, it's juicier than your cousin's peach cobbler. What if I told you that running marathons could actually damage your heart? I know. Sounds crazy coming from a heart doctor, right? But today we're exploring when healthy exercise becomes dangerous. I'm Dr. Jeffrey Tauth, and we need to talk about exercise limits. Here's the thing that'll blow your mind. We've got this exercise paradox that's wilder than a soap opera plot twist. Regular exercise absolutely strengthens your heart muscle. It's like sending your heart to the gym and watching it get buff. But here's where it gets interesting. Excessive endurance training can actually cause atrial fibrillation. Yep, entirely true. I can't make this stuff up. Studies show marathon runners have 5 times higher risk of irregular heartbeat than us couch potatoes. Well, reformed couch potatoes in my case. The sweet spot that science keeps pointing to? 150 minutes of moderate exercise weekly. That's it. Not 15 hours a day like some fitness fanatics think they need. Now, your heart isn't shy about telling you when you're overdoing it, but most people ignore the warning signs like they ignore their mother-in-law's cooking advice. If you're experiencing chest pain or pressure during workouts, that's your heart saying, "Hey buddy, pump the brakes." Dizziness or unusual fatigue after exercise isn't normal. That's your cardiovascular system waving a white flag. And heart palpitations that persist after your workout? That's like your heart sending you a strongly worded letter. These symptoms mean you're pushing too hard, and if you're experiencing any of these regularly, maybe I should see you in the clinic. We need to talk. Here's what I call the Goldilocks zone of exercise. Not too little, not too much, but just right. Aim for 3 to 5 hours of moderate activity weekly. Think brisk walking, swimming, cycling at a pace where you can still carry on a conversation without gasping like a fish out of water. Include 2 strength training sessions because your muscles need love too. High-intensity exercise should be limited to 75 minutes weekly. I know that sounds conservative, but your heart doesn't care about your ego or your fitness tracker bragging rights. More isn't always better for heart health. It's like seasoning your food. A little salt makes everything better, but dump the whole shaker and you've ruined dinner. Let me tell you about a real patient I saw just last month. This 45-year-old triathlete walks into my office, and I'm talking serious athlete here, the kind who makes the rest of us feel guilty for taking the elevator. He was training 15 hours weekly for Ironman competitions. 15 hours, that's nearly a part-time job. Well, he developed persistent atrial fibrillation, and his heart rhythm looked like a jazz musician having a bad day. No rhythm, no pattern, just chaos. We had him scale back to 6 hours weekly, and guess what? The arrhythmia disappeared faster than free donuts at a police convention. Now he's healthier, still competitive, and his heart isn't staging a rebellion every time he laces up his running shoes. The human heart is an amazing machine, but even Ferraris need proper maintenance and reasonable driving. You wouldn't redline your sports car for hours every day and expect it to last, would you? Your heart deserves the same respect. It's been beating since before you were born, pumping about 2,000 gallons of blood every single day. That's a loyal employee if I've ever seen one. Here's your actionable takeaway. And I want you to actually do this, not just nod along like you're listening to your spouse talk about their day. Track your weekly exercise hours this week. Write it down, use an app, tattoo it on your forehead if you have to. If you're over 7 to 8 hours of intense training, scale back by 25%. Your heart will thank you, your joints will thank you, and your family might actually see you more often. Listen to your body's warning signals. They're not suggestions, they're demands from your cardiovascular system. Remember, the goal isn't to be the fittest person in the graveyard. It's to live a long, healthy life where your heart keeps the beat steady and strong for decades to come. This has been the Dr. Jeffrey Tauth Heart Talk Show. Until next time, stay healthy, and remember, if you're looking for answers, check out drjeffreytauth.us.com. Later, y'all.